Let's cross to Oyo, Ibadan, in Oyo State, where Sarah Ayeku is there. We understand also, the governor will be voting, Sheyi Makinde will be voting soon. But Sarah, give us a sense. We spoke to you earlier, and there seemed to be enthusiasm our engagement earlier. You spoke to some persons live, and they were enthusiastic, looking forward to casting their ballot. I wonder what the situation is right now. We hope it's the same or even better.
Of course, this place is so much better. Earlier we were at Yemetu, we were also at Koloba High School, where there were like 3 polling units at that school. So this is Iwo Road, one of the one of the popular places in Ibadan. If you don't know Iwo Road, you seem to not to have known anywhere in Ibadan. This is Iwo Road. So this particular polling unit is spaced by Abayomi Unit 001, where the governor, that's Governor Sheyi Makinde, is expected to vote for this election. And so you can see the number of persons here. Apart from the voters who are on the queue, if you take a look at the number of persons here, there are a lot of people here. Some voters, some party agents, of course journalists waiting for the governor to come out at any time from now. You also have party supporters, because you know that the governor is also on the ballot seeking a second term. So if you take a look at what you see now, these are the voters waiting, and they've been coming here since 6:30 in the morning, waiting for INEC ad hoc staff to be at the polling units. As we've observed at various polling units across Ibadan, around Ibadan, we saw that INEC ad hoc staff, of course, got to most of the polling units on time, started the accreditation and voting at 8:30. Most of them, of course, given the usual ritual, which is enlightening the voters as to what is obtainable at the election, asking them to check their names on the voter registers pasted on the walls. So this is where the governor will be voting anytime from now. But just before we have the governor come out, I'd like to see if I can speak with somebody who is about to vote. Earlier I spoke with him. He talked to me about certain security concerns, because this is a road where you can find garages, parks and garages where some hoodlums usually stay during this time. And so he's about to vote. I hope I'm able to get him. Engineer, is...
Yes.
Oh, yes. Just give us a minute.
Okay, go.
Let me just call him.
Okay.
I know you're about to vote, and I know that you're happy to vote. Yeah. Mike, interestingly, he came from Lagos yesterday just to perform his exercise, his civic duty. Good morning, sir. It's good to have you join us on TVC News.
Good morning.
How do you feel coming to vote all the way from Lagos?
I feel very excited coming to my hometown to cast my vote. It's something that I know is my duty to do, but when you're doing it in your home state, it has a more excitement to it. And I feel very happy coming home to vote. This is my local government, this is my house, this is my family house, not too far away. So I feel I need to do this for my people, I need to do this for my children, I need to do this for my compound. That's me.
Very interesting. As you know that Ibadan is a very peculiar place, Mike. I want you to know, what are your concerns concerning security? What are your security concerns? And what assurance do you think the police should be given right now to the residents of...
Okay, my assurance, my expectation with respect to security is very simple. Primarily, Iwo Road is a very volatile place, and this polling PU001 is very close to the garage there, and we know what can happen from that side of the state. So the expectation from the police is the presence of the policemen, the presence of the military. I've seen them passing, showing their might. That gives a level of comfort. But I think they should not move far away from here, because this is where the governor is voting, and this is, coincidentally where I'm voting. And I think it's very important they do this around Ibadan, because naturally we are very volatile people. And that is why Ibadan is called the city of the valiant. That's what we have. So we need somebody to give us a higher assurance with respect to security, to ensure that all of us are safe from the handiworks of ourselves.
Thank you very much, sir. Do go ahead and vote. Thank you so much. So you can hear from his voice how excited he is just to come perform his civic duty, which is voting for the candidates of the choice. I can tell you, most of the voters on the queue here, they are decided. They know who they want to vote for in their mind, considering the 16 candidates that are on the ballot, waiting for these voters to decide their fate and decide who will be the next governor in the next 4 years. Mike.
All right, Sarah, it's quite interesting. When he said, naturally, we are very volatile people, we all laughed in the studio because it came out a little hilarious. But however, the point there is it draws our attention to actually the realities of some of the things in there, especially when you look at what has happened in the past. But talk to us, when it comes to the issue of people with disability and people with special needs, what are you seeing there? Are you seeing any of them, or is there an arrangement for them in case they show up?
So what we see is that for people that want to access this polling unit, this particular area is very accessible for persons with special needs. But we've not seen anyone with special needs yet, even at Yemetu, at Ikoloba Grammar School and High School, and some of other polling units that we have visited. We have not cited any person with special needs. Maybe they will come later, and of course we would speak with them, because we need to make them understand that this election is for them. They have to feel included, in this process. And so what we see right now is that there is no separate line for males or females. You see everybody on one queue. No special consideration for the elderly whatsoever. Everybody's just queuing up, come easily, come vote, do your accreditation and vote at the same time. So this makes it easy for people, for the queues to be shorter and not as long as we used to have before now. And so concerning security, which is what one of the concerns that the person I spoke with earlier had mentioned. On Thursday there were issues, there were there were records of electoral violence in Iletutu, in Ojagbo, and we reported that. And of course the police has said that they will be having joint visible security patrol, which is what we've seen since morning. We've seen security operatives patrol the area, particularly Ibadan, just to ensure that residents in Ibadan are safe and that they can come out and vote for the candidate of their choice. Mike.
All right. Sarah Ayeku, thank you very much for bringing us up to speed there. We would like to be in Ibadan to take some amala eventually after the election. Thank you very much. Now, you're watching Decision 2023 Studio on TVC. And recall, we always say that no one covers election like TVC.